Body language, the basics. In this lesson, we're going to look at what you say to other people without even speaking. Body language. Body language is simply how we communicate to others with our body. Have a look at Matt here. How do you think he's feeling? He's obviously tired, and he didn't have to say a word. You only needed to look at him. On the other hand, look at Matt now. He's upbeat and keen to help. From this example, it's easy to believe the research. 55% of what we communicate to others is through body language. Not our words, but rather through posture, gestures, and movements. Only 7% is made up of the words you use, what you say. The other 38% is your tone of voice, or how you say something. We'll be focusing on the following areas and the different ways in which we communicate. Your posture, eye contact, your expression, your hands, and movement. Let's take a look at these in some more detail by starting with your posture. Your posture refers to the way you carry yourself, the position of your body when you're standing or sitting. Good posture is to stand up straight, shoulders back, and chin up. It shows that you are confident and proud to be representing your establishment. When interacting with guests, particularly if they are seated, lean in slightly to show that you are listening carefully. Bad posture is when you slouch. Your shoulders are drooping, your back is curved, and your head is down. This shows that you are not interested in the guest and you don't care about them. Be aware of where your arms are. Stand up tall with your arms in front of you or at your sides. This shows that you are alert and ready to help the guest. But when you have your arms crossed in front of you, which is closed body language, or behind you like a soldier, it makes you look unfriendly and unapproachable. On the other hand, open body language shows a readiness to face the world. When serving a meal or presenting the guest with the menu, always do so with open body language. Love the guest. This means if you are serving the guest from the right side, you should serve them with your right hand. In the same way, if you are serving from the left, you should use your left hand. Look what happens when you serve the guest with closed body language. Your back is turned to them, and they have to look at your back instead of your face. Now let's talk about eye contact. You should always look guests in the eye when you speak to them. This shows the guest that they have your full attention and that you are confident. If you look down or start looking everywhere except at the guest, they will think that you have somewhere more important to be, or that you're thinking about other things. When you're with the guest, look at them to show that they are the only person on your mind. Eye contact is incredibly valuable during service. Guests will often communicate through eye contact, so be on the lookout for guests trying to catch your eye, and respond immediately to show that you saw them. You'll also use eye contact to communicate with your colleagues. By using your eyes, you can quickly and silently communicate that you need help or signal towards a table. Next is your expression. A smile is possibly the simplest way to make your guest feel welcome, comfortable, and at ease immediately. So the moment you spot a guest, show them your warmest, brightest smile. Sure, there are days when you're tired or stressed, but it's your responsibility to make the guest feel welcome and relaxed. After all, the guest is paying to be there. Frowning, looking annoyed, or bored tells the guest that you don't want to be there, and may make them unwilling to ask you for assistance. Now let's look at hands. How you use your hands can signal many different messages to the guest. Have a look at the following sequence. In the first example, the waiter greeted and seated the guest with good body language and gestured towards the chair using an open palm. In the second example, the waiter used his finger to point to the chair. Pointing is considered very rude and aggressive, and it makes it look as though you are accusing the chair of doing something wrong. You'll also use your hands when communicating with the guest about menu items to help describe the dishes and show the guest that you are excited about the food. This will help get the guest excited about the food too. Let's move on to movement. The way you move through the dining area also communicates to the guest. There are two extremes we want to avoid here. Firstly, don't run. This is obviously dangerous, but it also creates a sense of panic and chaos. Secondly, you don't want to walk too slowly. This can create the impression that you're lazy, or you're not treating the guest's requests as serious. To get your movement just right, don't run, but walk with purpose. Also move lightly. Stomping around the dining area looks inelegant and is noisy. When it comes to foot traffic, an accepted rule in service is to pass moving members of staff by keeping to the right. This keeps collisions to a minimum and avoids this type of situation. Always stand back for guests and acknowledge them. The guest will feel very uncared for if you push in front of them or ignore them. It will be useful for you as a team to make rules about who has right of way. One example would be, guests always have right of way. Then waiters accompanying guests. Next, waiters with hot plates. After that, waiters with cold food. Followed by waiters with empty plates. And finally, empty-handed waiters. So, to recap, there are 5 main areas when thinking about your body language: your posture, eye contact, your expression, your hands, and your movement. Good luck perfecting your body language. Remember, it's these types of details that make your establishment great.